गोपिका जीवनस्मरणं गोविन्द गोविन्द संसारसागरे मग्नं दीनं मां करुणानिधे कर्मग्राहगृहीताङ्गं मामुद्धर भवार्णवात् श्रीमद्भागवताख्योऽयं प्रत्यक्ष कृष्ण एव हि स्वीकृतोऽसि मया नाथ मुक्त्यर्थं भवसागरे मनोरथो मदीयोऽयं सबलः सर्वदा त्वया निर्विघ्नेनैव कर्तव्यदासोऽहं तव केशव शुकरूपप्रबोधज्ञ सर्वशास्त्रविशारद एतत्कथाप्रकाशेन मदज्ञानं विनाशय देवदेव जगन्नाथ पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तना यदुत्तमोत्तमश्लोक नारायण नमोऽस्तु ते नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपापप्रणाशनं प्रणामो दुःखशमनतं नमामि हरिं परम् नमो महावदान्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः हरे रामेति कृष्णेति नाम संकीर्तनं सदा लोकक्षेमाय कुर्वन्तं प्रेमिकं सद्गुरुं भजे हरे राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे सदा सर्वत्र गोविन्दनाम संकीर्तनं गोविन्द गोविन्द सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय। Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, also called Bhagavata Purāṇa, is the essence of all Vedas, the crown jewel among Purāṇas. It consists of 12 skandhams, cantos, and 335 chapters, comprising about 18,000 verses. Each skandham reveals a different aspect of Bhagavan, from creation to liberation, from philosophy to divine love, all concluding in the supreme truth that Krishna is the source and shelter of everything. Let's see the contents of all skandhams. Prathama Skandham. Bhagavatam opens at Naimisharanya, where great sages gather to hear Suta Pauranika. He recounts how Vyasa, though having compiled countless scriptures, felt inner emptiness. Then Sri Narada revealed to him true fulfillment arises only from glorifying Bhagavan's divine pastimes. Thus, Swami Vyasa composed Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, the very heart of the Vedas. This skandham also records the close of Mahabharatam age, Bhishma's passing, Krishna's return to Dwaraka, and King Parikshit's rise. When Parikshit was cursed to die within 7 days, the stage was set for the immortal dialogue between the dying king and Shuka Brahma Rishi. Dvidiya Skandham. Here, Shuka Brahma Rishi begins his discourse. He instructs Parikshit on how to fix the mind on Lord, even in the face of death. This skandham expounds the cosmic form of Bhagavan, Virat Purusha, and the structure of the creation. It teaches that the Lord pervades everything. The universe itself is his visible body. By its conclusion, it declares that Bhagavatam is the supreme medicine for the disease of worldly existence. Coming to Tridiya Skandham, the scene shifts to dialogue between Vidura and Maitreya Rishi. Here, we learn of Brahma's creation, the Varaha Avataram lifting the earth from cosmic waters, and Kapila Geetam, wherein Lord as Kapila Deva, son of Devahuti, expounds the Sankhya philosophy, distinguishing matter and spirit. It shows that all creation is ultimately guided by the Lord's will and purpose. Coming to Chaturtha Skandham, This Skandham unfolds the dynamics of devotion and ego through vivid histories. Daksha's curse on Sri Shiva, the story of Dhruva, the boy who attained the Lord through single-pointed devotion, and King Prithu, the ideal ruler. The allegory of Puranjana in Puranjana Upakhyanam teaches how the soul, bound by desires, wanders endlessly until it turns towards God. Each episode is a mirror of human struggle and divine grace. Coming to Panchama Skandham, the fifth Skandham introduces Rishabhadeva, an incarnation of Bhagavan, who instructs mankind on detachment and self-realization. It narrates the story of King Bharata, whose attachment to a deer led to rebirth, showing how even a trace of worldly clinging can bind a seeker. Later, it describes the structure of the universe, the movement of celestial bodies, and the descent of Ganga from the heavens, blending cosmic science with divine symbolism. Shashta Skandham. This section begins with the redemption of Ajamila, saved by uttering Narayana Namam at death. Hence, the Bhagavatam proclaims that the holy name alone is enough for liberation. It is also very interesting to note that this story comes in the very center part of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, showing its immense importance. It also recounts Indra's war with Vritrasura and the dialogues of Yamaraja, illustrating the divine justice and mercy. It is a canto of hope, revealing that even a fallen soul can ascend by remembrance of the Lord. Saptama Skandham, dominated by story of Prahlada and Hiranyakashipu. This Skandham stands as the eternal monument of unwavering bhakti. The boy devotee Prahlada remains serene amidst torture, proving that devotion is independent of circumstance. The advent of Narasimhavataram reveals that Bhagavan breaks through every boundary to protect his devotee. The latter chapters outline the duties of 4 ashramas and varnas, emphasizing that true dharmam rests upon bhakti. Ashtama Skandham. This Skandham describes the cyclic nature of creation and dissolution. It includes Gajendra Moksham, Kshirapti Madhanam, the churning of the milk ocean, Sri Shiva consuming the poison Halahalam, and Vamanadeva's conquest over Bali. Through these divine narratives, it teaches surrender, humility, and transient nature of the worldly power. It also narrates the Malsya Avataram, symbolizing protection of sacred knowledge during cosmic floods. Coming to Navama Skandham, the 9th Skandham traces the great dynasties of kings and sages from the lineages of moon and the sun. It narrates the pious reign of King Ambarisha, who defeated the wrath of Durvasa Rishi through steadfast devotion, and glorifies Lord Sri Ramachandra as the ideal monarch. This Skandham stands as a bridge between moral dharma and spiritual realization, showing that even in royal life, divine surrender is possible. Dashama Skandham, the heart of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. Dashamasya vishuddhyartham navānāmiha lakshanam. It is said that all the 9 skandhams are arranged in a manner only to make one person get ready to inculcate the knowledge of Dashama Skandham. In order for someone to understand Dashama Skandham in its full extent, one has to make themselves ready, and the process of making that person ready is done in all the other 9 skandhas that come before Dashama Skandha. So here unfolds the complete life and leela of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, the Supreme God. From his birth in Mathura to childhood in Gokulam, Govardhana Leelai, the Rasa Leela, Kamsa's fall, and his divine reign in Mathura and Dwaraka, every incident drips with rasam, joy, love, and transcendence. It is said, just as the face is the most beautiful part of the body, 10th Skandham is the most beautiful part of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. To hear it is to drink nectar from the very lips of eternity. After that comes Ekadasha Skandham. This Skandham reveals Uddhava Geetam, Bhagavan Krishna's final teachings to his devotee Uddhava on the eve of his departure from the world. It also recounts the end of Yadu dynasty and the deep spiritual practices of detachment, renunciation, and steady devotion. It is both philosophical and poetic. The Lord's farewell song to humanity filled with compassion and wisdom. The last skandham of Śrīmad Bhāgavatam, Dwadasha skandham, the final skandham portrays the onset of Kali Yuga with its decline of values and the rise of hypocrisy and chaos. It narrates the departure of Parikshit Maharaj, who attains liberation by listening to Śrīmad Bhāgavatam from Shuka Brahmarishi. It also foretells the Kalki Avataram, who will appear to restore Dharma at the end of Kali. This skandham closes the circle from creation to dissolution, from ignorance to illumination. It proclaims that Śrīmad Bhāgavatam itself is the light for the dark age of Kali, and that hearing it is the highest dharma for all beings. So, this is Śrīmad Bhāgavatam. The 12 skandhams together form a cosmic symphony, from the birth of the universe to the realization of God. It begins with questions and ends with divine union. It begins with Sri Vyasa's sorrow and ends with Parikshit's liberation. 5,000 years ago, when Kali Yuga began to rise, Sri Vyasa composed this sacred text to document the divine pastimes of Bhagavan and to protect humanity from straying into false paths. The Bhagavatam thus stands as a spiritual lifeline of this age, the distilled essence of Vedas, the nectar of all Purāṇas, and the very heart of Sanatana Dharma. To know it is to know the truth. To hear it is to be purified. To live by it is to live in the presence of Bhagavan himself. Śrīmad Bhāgavatam Purāṇamamalam Yadvaishnavānām dhanam Yasmin Paramahamsyamekamalam Jnānam param gyeyate Tatra jnana viraga bhakti sahitam Naishkarmyam avishkritam Tat shrinvan supadhan vicharana paro bhaktya vimuchyen naraha Hare Rama Gopalam Bhaja Govindam Mama Jeevanam 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 Govindam Mama Jeevanam Bhaja Gopalam 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 Mama Jeevanam Bolo Govinda Gopala 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 Govinda Sada sarvatra Govinda nama sankirtanam Govinda Govinda